Welcome to Vogtle Timeline, our quarterly news report keeping you up to date on the latest happenings here at Georgia Power's Vogtle 3 and 4 site near Augusta, Georgia. 2016 was an incredibly busy year, with visible progress being made on both nuclear islands. Both cooling towers topped out, with construction on the internals now underway on Unit 4. Many switchyard upgrades at Vogtle 1 and 2 have been completed in anticipation of connecting to the new switchyard on the 3 and 4 side. Almost all of the major components for the project are on site, and multiple heavy lifts have taken place, including the CA-01 module for Unit 4, the reactor vessel for Unit 3, and the Unit 3 middle ring. The turbine building continues to take shape, topping out at its maximum height of 254 feet. Much has changed in the past year, and here with the detailed recap of those accomplishments is Mark Rockhorse, Executive Vice President of Vogtle 3 and 4 Construction.
Wow, here we are. The year went by so fast here at Vogtle 3 and 4. Had a significant number of accomplishments throughout the year. Hard work by all associated with the project, but I thought I'd take a moment here and talk a little bit about some of the key success stories of the project that we had in 2016. And let me first start off with safety. We were able to achieve 27 million hours without a lost time injury here on the project. In fact, on December 5th, we exceeded 2 years without a lost time accident on the project. That is tremendous performance and something that we hold very dear each and every day as we're performing all of the construction activities here on site. From a quality perspective, the NRC continues to perform inspections daily of the work activities on both Unit 3 and Unit 4, and we have gone through the year of 2016 without any NRC notice of violations. So I want to thank everyone for all of their focus and effort on safety and quality, because at the end of the day, all of the milestones, they matter, but safety of our employees and the quality of the work that we're going to do is what's going to matter for this project for the years to come. So now let me turn to the milestones. We were able to get the cooling tower on Unit 4, the veil completed, and we topped out this year. For Unit 3, you can see behind me that the turbine island is now topped out, and we've got the lower casings in on the low pressure turbines and the stator that will ultimately be the power that will go out of this unit. Inside the nuclear island, we set Ring 2, we set the reactor vessel, we got to Course 6 on the shield building panels on the west side, continuing to progress in all areas of the project, including the annex building, so we can move forward with the initial energization and bringing power into the plant as we start to energize equipment and start to liven up the plant and start to turn it over from construction to operations. So a tremendous amount of progress on Unit 3. And as we look at Unit 4, you can see that we now have set both CA-20 and CA-01 inside the containment. We are able to learn so much off of Unit 3 and apply it to what we're doing on Unit 4. And so our productivity has increased, our planning has gotten better, and we're able to then execute on a much more consistent basis on that second unit. And that's all about how well we take the information that we have on Unit 3 and apply it to Unit 4. As part of the Westinghouse and Fluor transition that started in January of this year, one of the major elements that we needed to address was the additional craft that we were going to need as we opened up additional work fronts on both Unit 3 and Unit 4. Fluor and Westinghouse worked with the building trades, and we brought in nearly 2,000 new craftspeople here onto the project throughout the year to help us with opening up those new work fronts, helping us move forward with the project and getting us set and ready for 2017.
Thanks, Mark, for that construction update on all of the big events happening here at the site. Here with an update on the operational readiness side of the project is Plant Manager for Vogtle 3 and 4, Joe Kletcha.
It's been a historic year for operational readiness at Vogtle 3 and 4. We completed our first initial license training class of 18 operators that completed their NRC exam. Excellent work by both the students, the training department, and our licensing department to complete that accomplishment. Additionally, our initial test program continues to gain steam. We've now started testing and turnover activities in the auxiliary pump house, which is our first platform for really working through the entire program related to testing and turnover activities. Additionally, in 2016, we accepted turnover of our main warehouse from construction, which will ultimately be the Vogtle 1 through 4 warehouse when we get to integrated operations across the entire Vogtle site. That allows us to continue forward with stocking the warehouse from procurement items through items like critical spares that we'll need moving forward with plant operations to ensure we can maintain reliable operation of the units as we move into startup and long-term operation activities. Critical spare milestone was completed by a cross-functional team of engineering, supply chain, operations, and work management earlier this year, where we've identified and procured or ordered all of the critical spares we'll need for long-term operations of the plant. Through the year of 2016, we've also continued with our staffing and development plans for the site. We've hired a plant manager, myself, for the first time here at Vogtle 3 and 4. Additionally, we filled a work management director position, and we completed our first class of nuclear security officers. 14 individuals completed their training and are currently working at Vogtle 1 and 2 to gain proficiency. We continue to look forward to another banner year for Vogtle 3 and 4 in 2017. Specifically, we'll move forward for our second initial license training class, which will complete in March of 2017. Further collaboration with our construction partners will get us ready for initial energization in the summer of 2017. Initial energization is the first time energy will be supplied through our transformers to actual physical buses in the plant. We'll continue to work with our operational readiness staff to prepare personnel for operational transition through emergency planning readiness. The staff will be training and drilling on emergency response organization duties.
Thanks so much, Joe, for that look into the people side of the project. Not only are we making a huge difference by building the first new nuclear in 30 years, but we're also making a big difference in the surrounding community. The Neighborhood Renewal Program, a partnership between Georgia Power, Plant Vogtle, and Shell Bluff community leaders to make substantial improvements in the lives of those who live in the surrounding area, has now invested more than $100,000 and 600 volunteer man-hours to rehabilitate 6 Shell Bluff homes since the program began in 2015. As Georgia Power's motto states, our employees are truly citizens wherever they serve. Well, that wraps up our 2016 Year in Review edition. For all of us here at the Vogtle 3 and 4 family, we wish you a very happy and healthy new year. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon for more great stories here on the Vogtle Timeline Report.